I think that it's obvious how God hardened his heart. Well, what do you mean? It's the same way that a well-meaning parent or a well-meaning spouse softens the consequences of their loved one's sin. They come home drunk. They pass out in the hallway between the bedroom and the bathroom. They vomit all over themselves. And this loving, merciful, compassionate adult comes over, cleans them up, puts them in some pajamas, gets them in their bed. The next morning, wakes them up, has the coffee and the breakfast ready for them, and saying, listen, make sure you're not late to work. Here you go. You got to get going. Got to get going. So that the drunk never gets the consequences of their actions. They're being merciful. They're being compassionate, right? The problem is that it enables them to keep going. It hardens them into that activity because they're not getting the full consequences of it. My friend John Ruby, 15 years, drugs and alcohol. Horrible story, horrible story. Change didn't come until his mother and his wife would not let him back in the door. And he had to take all of his stuff in a hockey bag and go down to the mission and accept the consequences of his actions and start over. And then he met Jesus, got filled with the Holy Spirit, now he's a pastor. But it didn't come until the enabling stopped. It might be better just to leave him in the hallway. And the next morning, give him a little nudge with your foot. Hey, I hope you had a good time last night. Make sure you're not late to work. It'll get worse. And let him accept the consequences of how bad it actually is. Oh man, this is a pig trough. I got to come to my senses.